Hi everyone, it's Ashley and I am very happy to share with you guys my first design team project for Craftsupplies1 for the month of September. And what I decided to do was something that I don't normally do, which is make flowers. It's been months since I've made a flower and I don't think I've ever done any shares with Craftsupplies1 trims, using those to make flowers. So I just wanted to share some of the trims that I used from Julie's shop, and she's on Zibbit and on Etsy. And one is this really pretty double ruffled lace with it has like a satin edging, and then there's also the lace as well. I love this, and it's really good because you can spray it. So this is one of my favorites. This is another of my favorites. I love this trim. It's super soft and it's organza with a satin pleat. I love it. It's so super shabby and it has like a beautiful sheen to it, the organza. So I did use some of that. And then some of the brand new trim that I received for this month, which I really love, I was super excited, was this one here, which is this gathered ruffled lace. And this is perfect. You'll see once I show you the flowers. And then also this is a gathered pleated lace, but the stitching is down the center, which I love because it just fluffs up so gorgeously. And then I also used, this is just an example because I used most of the doilies that I had left, but these are some of the different designs that Julie offers. And you can get like grab bags where you get 20 different pieces in a bag, or you can get a lot of just one type of doily. So this is just an example of some of the really pretty doilies that she carries that I had left. And then I'm not going to go too much into detail on all of them because I did make 8 flowers. So I'll just show them to you 4 at a time. So these are the first four. And on this one you can see some of that really pretty pleated, the double pleated with the satin and the lace. And then there's also a Craftsupplies1 doily on there. And then there's just some other little like eyelash trim and some little embellies and stuff that I had in my stash. But I just love these trims. They're super pretty. And then here, this is another one. There's some Craftsupplies1 doilies in here layered. And then there's also some of that really pretty organza and satin, the pink. I love that trim. This is another one, and then this is just some buttons and some rosettes that I had in my stash. This is probably one of my favorites here. I had some like dangle trim, just some little bits and pieces, and that's an awesome time to decide to go ahead and make flowers, is when you find that you have, there's another Craftsupplies1 doily, when you find that you have a buildup of little bits and bobs, don't throw those away. You can use those to tuck inside your flowers. And then here there's just a crochet doily on top of another one of the Craftsupplies1 doilies. And then this is that center stitched pleated lace. You see how pretty it just gathers up? I love it. And then just some buttons from my stash. And then again here, there's this is a doily from my stash, but there's also a Craftsupplies1 doily in here as well, so that it's nice and fluffy. And then there's just some little eyelet lace that I had in my stash. And then there's some more of that super pretty ruffle pleated trim. And then there's just a little bow. And then I'm going to save my favorite one for last. But this one here I really, really like too. I love the, there's some doilies, and then there's this pink, the pleated trim. And there's some more of that ruffle trim. And what I do is I just, if it looks too big, like these fit in my hand, but they started out much bigger, I just use my heat gun And I just go around the edge until it gets to the size that I like, and it just gives it more volume, makes it more fluffy. And there's this one as well. It's just some little trims. This is that satin and lace pleat. And then there's this one here. This has got two of the Craftsupplies1 doilies in like the vintage finish. I love these. And this one's like pointed. This is one of my favorite doilies that she carries. And then there's some more of that pleated trim. There's a double layer of that. And there's just a little embellishment. And then this one is my favorite. I decided to add some little applique that I had. And there's some Craftsupplies1 doily in there. And then there's just some trim for my stash. Just little bits and pieces that I've had left over. And then there's some more. I'm telling you, I love this trim. I used it on almost every single flower. I'm almost out. This is the single stitched ruffle trim here. And then there's just a little button that I had, and then just a little applique. So, as you can see, it probably took me about an hour and a half to make all 8 of these, I would say. And all I did was I just sat around and just tucked in little different pieces, and then used some of the fabulous trims and doilies from Craftsupplies1 as the focal point to really build the flowers up. So if you guys are interested in finding any of these trims or doilies that I shared, or any of the other fabulous goodies that Julie offers, you can check her out, Craftsupplies1, on Zibbit and on Etsy. And there are still some parchment flowers left that are buy one get one free. All you have to do is add 2 sets to your cart, or add a set to your cart, and Julie will automatically add an additional one in for you. You don't have to worry about doing anything special for that. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Bye.